I'm Professor Neerav Mehta from LG Institute of Technology and Engineering. In today's session, we're going to discuss about subject called automobile system design, in which our today's topic is design of axle. Now talking about axle, axle is a component which carries a load of a vehicle or which is also integrated component to the chassis which provides support to the vehicle body. Okay? There are different types of axles at different types of application as well as different types of vehicle which we are using. So here in this session, in this particular session, we're going to discuss about different types of axle and different types of application of those axle, and then we will design of this kind of axles. Okay? So there are several areas where we have to design our excel depending, and how we are going to design those excel depending on those areas. Okay, clear. So these are different areas. If I am designing an axle for a front wheel, then there will be different criteria. If I am designing axle for a rear wheel, then a different criteria. If I am designing an axle for a heavy vehicle, then could be a different criteria. If I am designing the axle for a lightweight vehicle, then it could be a different criteria. At the same time, some of the axles could be a dead axle, which are purely designed for to carry a load and which goes under only a bending stress. Some of the axles, clear, which also transfer power as well as sometimes they carry the load. They can be used for combination of load, which could be a direct load or a bending as well as shear load, or you can say twisting. Clear. So while designing this axle we should consider this, whereas it is a axle which purely taking a direct load, or whereas it is an axle which purely taking a twisting load, and where our axle is combining both of this, bending as well as twisting. But purely axle is a component which only carries a load rather than a transmitting a power. Clear? So primary function of axle is to carry a load rather than transmitting power. So while designing this axle, we should know this, that our axle is purely transmitting our load of our vehicle. Clear? So here, axle are integrated component or more of a practical wheeled vehicle in a live axle suspension. So there are several types of suspension system, or there are several types of axles. Clear? When we are using a live axle suspension system, then it should have rigid suspension system, or our axle should have axle beam which is covering our live axle inside that. Clear? As well as the maintained position of the wheel relative to each other. If I am giving it to a steering wheel or a steering system axle, then it should be independent, as well as if I want to put that axle, then I have to shorten that axle. Clear? Okay, so the position of the axle should be in such a way that it should provide support to the vehicle. Clear? So our criteria while designing this axle, it should be provide support to the vehicle, even at the same time transmitting power, and even at the same time to provide that suspension effect. If I am using that suspension system for the front wheel, then I should have facilitate that suspension so that it can have proper independent suspension system as well as proper steering system. But if I am designing that same suspension system for a rear wheel, then it should have proper transmission of power for a live axle, as well as it should provide proper support to the vehicle at the same time. So my design of axle should be applicable more to depending on what kind of application I am using. Clear? In a non-driving axle, such that when it should be a dead axle or it should be a purely load carrying axle which doesn't have any shaft or something, it should have cross section area different from our live axle. So live axle we have different cross section area, dead axle will have different cross section area, which is purely depending on application of our vehicle. Clear? Okay, if it is a steering component, then should be a different. If it is suspension independent, then should be the different case. Here, these are the different design of a rear axle. There are three types of rear axle. Clear, purely if I am using this Excel for a rear wheel Excel, then and if they are live Excel, then there could be a three types of Excel. One is semi-floating Excel. Here you can see in semi-floating Excel, one side of Excel it is connected to the hub of a wheel, and another side is loaded or is supported at a bearing. Clear? This type of axle is used when our vehicle weight is very much moderate or a lower. Clear? This type of live axle. So first of all, live axle are used when it is rear wheel drive, and in case of differential, and when it is front wheel drive, when it is in case of trans axle. Clear? So both kind of axle which we are using. Clear? In semi-floating axle, one side of axle it is supported by vehicle hub or wheel hub, and another side it is supported by or it is carried on our bearings. Clear? So one side it is free and one side it is fixed to the wheel hub. Clear? In this case, our axle goes under two types of stress. One is twisting and one is bending. So it should be designed for our equivalent bending moment. Second type of which is fully floating axle, which is purely designed to carry that power rather than carry a load, where which is placed on or placed on our bearing. So it will have relative motion between this bearing as well as cover of that axle. So the stress or bending stress or support will be carried by our outer assembly rather than our axle which is transmitting power. Clear? And third, which is quarter floating axle, in which our axle is quarterly connected to our wheel hub, which is floating inside our axle casing and as well as transmitting power. So these are the different types of axle which are applied or which are placed for the rear axle. Clear? This is the case of front axle. There are two types of front axle. One is live front axle and another is dead front axle. In the case of live front axle, which is supported by our chassis and which has limited distance and which is not directly connected to wheel to wheel, because of in front axle it should have provided that provision for a steering rather than any kind of movement which should be relatively done with each other. So while designing this live front axle, we should provide one portion of axle which is totally dead, which is supporting to our chassis, and remaining part should be in terms of trans axle, could be this semi floating front axle or a fully floating front axle. In the case of dead front axle is purely applied to carry a load rather than anything else. So our dead front axle is a purely goes under bending stress rather than any type of stress. So while designing this dead axle or a front dead axle, we have to consider it as a cross section area, which could be a box section, which could be a C section, which could be a I section, or any kind of section which should provide maximum resistance against any kind of bending. So while designing this two types of Excel, one it is live Excel and one it is dead Excel, we have to consider this. If I am designing dead Excel, then it will be going into purely bending stress. If I am designing live Excel, then it could be goes under purely purely twisting or combination of bending and twisting. So I hope you understand this different types of Excel. This different types of Excel could be asked in GDU examination. Clear? In next session, we will going to design this Excel and then we will have example of this Excel. I hope you understand each and every point very well. What is Excel? What is front wheel Excel? What type of front wheel Excel? What type of rear wheel Excel? What is dead Excel? And what is live Excel? Here, if you are having any doubt regarding to this, you can ask me, you can contact me directly. This particular session I have taken from Auto Design by RB Gupta. You can have this Excel design also in Machine Design by RS Kurve. Clear? I am ending this session here. Thank you. Thank you so much.